let's find which John are you.
You've done your thing now, Neil. You can go back to Heathrow.
No, Keith, we're trying to get. Still got people to come on up.
You can still stay here.
I'm trying to have a John on my sheet. Or have you just turned up and no one's told us you're coming?
No.
What's your last name, John?
John Garwell.
Oh, of course, I
John.
can see it now.
Oh, yes, John, who prefers you to me.
Now, John, you've just come back from India.
That's right, yesterday morning.
You poor soul. You're out there for the cricket. They let us down a bit in that 5th test, didn't they?
Well, I was expecting it, but I've been reading about going, these test matches are supposed to be so tough. All my life I've been reading about that, so I wanted to really go and see Mumbai.
Yeah.
The Wankhede Stadium.
Well, yeah, well done. You did.
You have to be very careful.
I mean, I don't know if you've been before, but Mumbai is just a wonderful place. And if you love cricket, I mean, did you go to the Maddens? Did you see where all the kids play?
Yes,
cricket?
but I thought it was a dump of the first order, basically.
What, the whole
serious?
It was polluted to hell and was awful. Whereas Chennai...
the gateway to India. Who needs that? Oh, really? Oh, hanging gardens, forget it.
So you didn't like the city at all, John, though?
No, it was so polluted you would not believe it.
It's one of the best places in the world. It's such an interesting place.
It's like Judith Chalmers going head to head. It was just, so you loved the place, and John's not sure.
I loved India.
Well, then the pollution didn't bother you?
Well, because, I'm not judging it by first world standards, so no, it didn't bother me at all.
What about the cricket, John? I mean, what was the experience like in the stadium?
Well, certainly the big stadium with Kohli batting Saturday and Sunday, crowd going mad, horns, drummers, flags, everything all the time.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Were you in with the Barmy
I was
Army?
going to say I thought it was terrible. He prefers it down at Hove with 3 blokes with a dog going.
No, I was going to say that Chennai was a much better city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you been to Chennai, Andy?
No, I haven't.
No.
The old Madras, the people who use old language.
Yeah.
But they had a cyclone 2 days before we got there, which had given the city a good wash, and all the trees were in the middle of the road.
Preferred it after the cyclone.
Yeah.
I prefer post-cyclone. Post-cyclone Mumbai.
Well, it's better being in the middle of it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And Watford fan?
Yep. Since April '62.
Wow, really, our producer is a Watford
if you
fan.
turn around there, you'll see a fellow Watford fan wave at you.
There we are. Look,
He lives for Watford, honestly. We often catch him on Watford Club Call in the middle of the afternoon during the show.
So how you feeling about life as a Watford fan, John? You pleased with the way it's going?
Well, you've got to be pleased to be up in the Premiership and things, but this season's been a bit dull in some ways. Had some good wins, but I've really come to think, the Invincibles. Watford are the Invisibles this season. They never get a mention anywhere, any time, really.
They've drawn Mumbai Rovers in the Anglo-Indian Game.
I'm not going there
to go.
Well, I'm sure John will stay a Watford fan as long as the air quality doesn't drop in Watford.
And there's a cyclone.
Yeah, there's a cyclone. They'll sort it out. So,
sunny Watford.
They've got Palace, haven't they, of course, which will be very interesting.
Yeah, Boxing Day.
That's right.
Probably about 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah. So let's have some clips.
Afterwards, John's going to give us his 100-year-old football song, of course.
Oh, we've got a 100-year-old... Yeah, do you want to give us a bit of that, John? I mean, you know a 100-year-old football song?
Well, it's a little bit circumspect because I've read this history book.
Yeah.
And it said this was... I think it was a bit of a musical hall thing, a bit like Blue is the Colour and Ozzy's on his way to Wembley.
Well, we've got to tell you what.
Remember those
hold that thought. We've got the lyrics, and you're going to have to carry the tune, and we'll join in on the chorus. So they've got song sheets. Blimey, it's like the cup final.
Where's mine?
So they're not honest. They're coming in the middle.
Anyway, I was keeping that from me because of my voice.
Let's have a couple of clips. And he's got a 100-year-old football song. So where does this come from, John? Is it just a sort of generic one? It's not tied to any one club, no?
No, I read this book, The History of British Football, by somebody called Percy M. Young, which was printed in 1968.
Yeah.
It's very academic but very good on the
We used to call him Academic Purse.
Yeah, precisely.
In the old days.
He described this poem, as he called it, as a nostalgia from World War One.
Right.
And I notice it scans exactly to Do You Ken John Peel? Oh, no. So I converted it to that. I might be completely wrong.
I used to love John Peel.
Yeah.
There's not that one, that's a different one.
Yeah. And But I like to think that the soldiers sang it in the trenches 100 years ago.
So we're gonna just have one go at the. I think there's a bit we can all join because it says here brackets all repeat title lustily.
Okay.
So if everybody feeling lustily, so you might need to kick us off, John, to get us into the tune, and then we'll do the bit that goes sing hey, sing ho for football.
That's right.
Right. Okay. Here we go then.
Ready?
Yeah. First verse.
So when the sun is hot and the sky is blue and golden August shines down on you and a team comes together, old hands and you sing hey, sing ho for football.
Sing hey, sing ho for
football. But when the fog rolls in, the sky is grey, the gloom steals down at the end of the day, and you're only warm when the ball's your way. Sing hey, sing ho for football. Sing hey, sing ho for football.
We'll have to leave it there, I think.
You're going to get your
because it's 4 verses and we've only got so much.
I was quite enjoying it. I know the listeners won't, but
I've not done a focus group in those few moments.
Wigs on the green.
I think. I'm sorry. Oh, go on. Let's just do wig. I'm sorry, John. I've got to do wigs on the green. Okay, let's do it then. Last, but one more for luck.
Then a cup tie comes, the play is keen, there's just a hint of wigs on the green.
On the green.
Right to the end, the play is clean. Sing, hey, sing ho for football. Hey, sing ho for football.
Here we are. Thank you, John.
Yes, tremendous. Well done, John.
Got the 3. It was another verse. It's about the rough and tumble and the clash and the skill. But I like the clash. John Peel liked the clash as well. So it all fits. Anyway.